Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Precious metals are green across the board. All of them. We have gold at $1,495, up $16.70. We have silver at $17.51, up 31 cents, heading towards that $18 range again. We have platinum at $884, up $9. And palladium at $1,673, up $35. Now, I found this article from Kitco. It was written yesterday, and it's talking about gold and silver prices rally as storm clouds are on the horizon. Now, this is a really good article. It's talking about the U.S., it's talking about the dollar index, it's talking about what's happening to spark precious metals back up in the green. So let's jump into this article. The link will be in the description. So gold and silver prices are solidly higher in midday trading Tuesday, with gold turning around modest early losses as trouble is brewing on the few fronts, prompting demand for the safe haven metals. Now we know this is one of the strongest maneuvers that pushes precious metals higher is when there's fear in the economy, whether it's from the political, economical, or industrial standpoint. So, earlier today, gold prices had hit a 7-week low and silver hit a 6-week bottom. December gold futures were up to $15.50 an ounce. December COMEX silver prices were up 25 cents at $17.25 an ounce. A weaker than expected U.S. manufacturing report this morning saw that the ISM manufacturing index falls to 47.8 in September from 49.1. In August to help turn the gold market around. The ISM data falls into the camp of the monetary policy those who want to see the U.S. Federal Reserve ease interest rates. The ISM report also dropped the U.S. dollar index down from its new high for the year, who was scored earlier today, also dropped the U.S. stock indexes lower on the day. Both U.S. stock indexes and the USDX are trading near their session lows at midday. So we saw the dollar index that was rising or strengthening to push silver and gold prices down, but now things are flipped and now it's pushing prices up, which I made a complete video on diving into. But it really does fascinate me how the dollar and silver are basically, they feel like they have a magnetic field around them. They push and pull. Anytime the dollar strengthens, it pushes silver down. Anytime silver is strengthening, the dollar's down. And I don't understand. I mean, I understand why, but I guess I just wish that precious metals didn't have to be the bad guy compared to the dollar, because they're both technically value. They're both money. I mean, once upon a time, our fiat currency were backed by gold and silver. So why is this such a strong component to be, I guess, parallel to each other, but also going the exact opposite direction, if you know what I'm saying? But anyways, so, also supporting safe haven gold and silver is a significant escalation in protesting in Hong Kong. On China's national holiday for the Communist Party, reports Tuesday said that one protester was shot with live ammunition by police, and the demonstrations are becoming more violent. In mainland China, steps in to intervene in the matter, it would quickly become a front-burner issue for the marketplace, which at present is not being significantly impacted by the situation. So, I've been talking a lot about the Hong Kong protests and how this also is influencing prices, alongside with Iran tensions, alongside with the U.S.-China trade wars, alongside with stock market volatility, and others. There's a lot of stuff going on, whether it's the Federal Reserve cutting interest rates, the dollar index. There's a lot of things influencing and affecting the prices of precious metals for the good or for the better or for the worse. Now, right now, it looks like things are helping precious metals. But that doesn't mean that the economy is becoming better or safer. It just means that this is affecting the prices in a positive manner. So, anyways, it also appears that President Trump's administration could be falling deeper into a quagmire regarding the House of Representatives impeachment inquiry. Several of Trump's close associates, including cabinet members and hit lawyer, are likely to be forced to testify under oath in front of the House. Traders are also monitoring the world government bond markets, which today saw selling pressure following a surprisingly very weak public acceptance of the latest bond offering from the Japanese government. Recent Illiquidity in overnight funding of financial markets has raised eyebrows of financial market watchers. Two, has prompted the Federal Reserve to inject liquidity into the overnight funding system in the first time in years. In other overnight news, the Eurozone Manufacturing Purchasing Managers, the PMI, fell to its lowest level in 7 years at 45.6 in September from 47.0 in August. The German Manufacturing PMI was even worse in September at 41.7, a reading below 50.0 suggests contraction in the sector. Euro currency continues to slump against the US dollar. I mentioned a little bit of this in my video yesterday. So the World Trade Organization said Tuesday global economies are set for their weakest trade growth rate in 2019 since the major financial crisis over 10 years ago. The WTO said global trade will slow to 1.2% this year from a 3% growth rate in 2018. The WTO blamed the trade war between US and China for the slowdown in trade. See, this is what I'm talking about, where everything is intertwined. Not just for precious metals, but across the globe, across the markets, in different sections, in different categories that some people don't even that aren't even incorporating or aren't even thinking it would. I mean, the stuff that's going on right now is really going to be benefited, or I guess not benefiting, but it's going to be affected from in a very impactful manner across the board, even in not only just investing markets, but in the political standpoint of it, in the economy, the dollar, not even just our dollar, the euro. You know, there's so many things being affected from all of this controversy, from all this chaos, and this is why people invest into precious metals. It even says up here in the article, it was talking about, traders are also monitoring world government bond markets, and the way he worded this, traders are also monitoring. Look at this. I mean, people are staying tuned into everything because it all is affected or affecting one another. It's not just like, yeah, stock markets are volatile, so this is going to help gold and silver. It's everything. And this is all being intertwined and interwoven into this controversy. So this is how you need to start approaching your strategies and approaching this news when you're figuring this stuff out. Be informed, be educated on what's happening across the globe, whether it's political, whether it's economical, whether it's societal, whether it's industrial, technological. It all is intertwined, and it's definitely going to be interesting to to stay tuned into this, because right now, it even says right here, this is some important news, that it's down to this is the weakest trade growth rate in 2019 since over 10 years ago when the financial crisis was happening, and it slows down from the US-China trade wars. So it goes in to say that technically the gold bulls have lost their overall near-term technical advantage as the four-month-old uptrend on the daily bar chart has been negated. The gold bulls were losing that after the last chart analysis I went over. It was very, very low. The bears were going to be, having the advantage, and now it finally has happened. But this does not mean anything. These charts are basically trying to predict the weather, and it goes off of the statistical standpoint, not giving any context behind the scenes on where precious metals are actually headed. And it goes in to say December silver future bears have the overall near-term technical advantage, even though silver is up, drastically, since a couple of days ago. 4-week-old downtrend is in place. And the silver bulls have next upside price breakout is at $18, so we have to see that $18 level, and if it does hit that, it's going to be good news for silver. Right now it's up to $17.56, so we'll see what happens. I will be covering this, but also I do want to mention that the resistance levels are going to be at $17.37 to $17.50, and the support is at $16.94 and $16.80, so it has to stay above those lines to look somewhat healthy of a market. Now, I'm curious what you guys think silver prices are going to be doing. Also, how much of this controversy happening in the economy is going to be affected from the prices, and do you think that the dollar index should be somewhat parallel to silver and gold prices, or do you think that it's correct for them to be in such this wide push and pull mechanism that's going on? I don't think it should be to the degree it is. I mean, it somewhat makes sense because investors are looking into precious metals once the dollar does weaken, or the dollar index is losing its pull. But I also think that other things alongside with U.S.-China trade wars, everything that's happening in Europe, I also think the Hong Kong protests intensifying is going to be affecting prices, not only for just gold and silver, but across the market, especially if things get worse over there. They said they're actually using actual ammunition now, which is crazy. So things are definitely escalating. It was not that serious a couple weeks ago. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. I'm curious what you guys have to say. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button. Like I said, the link will be in the description. If you want to check it out yourself, I highly recommend it, because sometimes I'll just try to highlight the main parts of the article and, kind of skim over stuff just to keep the video at a timely manner. But anyways, I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you did enjoy it, make sure to smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new, because I post daily videos. Probably post 1 or 2 other videos a day, so stay tuned for those as well. Anyways, this was Silver Slayer. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys soon. Peace.